I
I think we're
It's
live, eh?
online biz real talk. We have an incredible subject for you. I guess my internet wasn't working very well. Sorry about that, guys. I am here on the beach and we're coming at you with an incredible subject today. When I start this online when I start this online business, what exactly do I have to do? So let's give the mic over to Mr. Vivancos. Why don't you introduce yourself for us and tell us what people have to do in this business and tell.
Sorry, I didn't hear the last part. I don't think your internet should be pretty good there. But yeah, that's okay. I'll take it from here. So hi everybody, my name is Tiro Ivancos Hernandez. I've been in this business for about a year, almost 2 years now. And let me tell you, what are you doing? What do you do after this? After you get into this business, what things do you do? Well, you start learning. That's the first thing you do. You start learning. You start learning something you don't know, and you have a coach there and mentors to teach you what you don't know. So the first thing you do is they give you a training. Like this business gives you a training so you can follow, and all you need to do is just follow it. Open a window, close another one. It'll teach you everything. There's videos for it. There's it's a whole training, legit training that will make you learn about this business. Once you got this business learned, all you gotta do is just set your ads up and moderate them. Okay, you don't even have to moderate them as much because we have an automated system that runs for you in the back that does the business for you while you can be at the beach. Um, you can be anywhere with everybody, right? This business generates income with you sleeping, going to the beach, going to the family members' houses, anywhere. But yes, at the beginning of this business, you need to learn this business. So you need to a couple of months of hard work. You're gonna put time in the business, so so you learn the business. It's not that much of hard work that makes you gotta think, because we are here to think for you. We're here to tell you what the business is about. We're here to motivate you. We're here to teach you the business. What's gonna be hard out of you is you have to be coachable. You have to stay awake. You have to be there. You have to be constant, right? Because things don't happen over a day, or a couple of days, right? It takes time, right? So, and then what don't you have to do in this business? Well, in this business, you don't have to do many things. You don't have to accumulate products in your house. You don't have to sell anything to anybody, going the door to door, knocking on doors. You don't have to look for people. You don't have to do anything. No calls, no set up meetings, no nothing. This business does it all for you. Someone sees your ad, clicks the name, feels like he's interested in your business, boom, clicks his name, puts it in, and then you'll get the free workshop. The free workshop, it's about 40 minutes, guys. I'm sure we got much more time than usual, right? When we're scrolling around the Facebook and we're doing it, we can spend a whole day with not notice, right? It's easier for us, to make money while you're in the internet, right? And since everything is in the internet nowadays, well, it works. It seems to work. So yeah, and there's many things, see, I used to be in this business for I've been in this business now for about 2 years almost. When I started this business, 5 weeks into the business, I quit my job. I got 12 G's. I quit my job. I said, what's the point spending so much time? Now I'm here in Barcelona, Spain. As we can see, I'm in the office right now. But as we can see here in the window, this this for now is the view. Sure, I got more. It's a beautiful place, all right, and you enjoy here the time in Barcelona. Um, you know, there's many things. There's many things you could do in this business that doesn't have to be physical work. It's very online world, right? but you just advertise in this business. And since all that we do is advertise, well, you know, people have to learn how to advertise. So that's where you get a coach and a mentor, and then you get like 200 other people to help you. And then there's a bigger community about this business with the founders, that there's about 30,000 people here that are willing to help you also succeed on this business, because they all are in this business too. So yeah, so you don't have to do much in this business, but what you gotta do once you join the business is start learning. We're gonna teach you the business. We're gonna teach you the process of the business. We're gonna teach you how the business works. We're gonna teach you how you can work in the business. We're gonna teach you the best ways for you to make money in this business. You know why? Because information is key, and we have the information. Listen, I've been in this business off and on, until you just go to do it 110%, because it's actually something that believes you believe in it, something that works. So yeah, uh, back to you, coach.
Sorry about that. I'm using Meadow's phone now because my internet was horrible on my phone. So you probably covered everything, knowing you.
Uh,
Um,
a little bit, yeah.
yeah.
I knew you. I don't know if you were gonna come in, so I was just, you know, just explaining a bit, or what you don't have to do, what you gotta do. I mean, we don't have to do much because everything is set, and there's a training for it. And apart from that, you have you as a coach, and then I'm a mentor myself, and then there's a school academy, learn to earn online academy, that Paulo and Ahmed kind of, deal about teaching people, because they've been in the business quite longer than us. So yes, there's stuff to do in the business. Once you join the business, the first couple of months are gonna be, they're gonna be new to you. It's gonna be overwhelming, yes, but don't ever think that this is gonna be a scam. We're gonna here to take your money. We're here to offer you a way so you can earn online. We're gonna teach you this business so you can learn it online, and we're gonna do our best for you to succeed, because it's on our convenience. You see, yes, we do. We earn commissions once a new buyer enters the business. The thing is, the difference here is, well, we're not a pyramid scheme or an MLM, because in MLMs, pyramid schemes, the person that comes in, you'll never make as much money as the person at the top, right? But with this business, since we are not a pyramid scheme, we're not making money at the people that come underneath. Or a company, there's a company that affiliates us, that hires us, and what hires us, gives us our own business for us to advertise their products. See, that's what we do. We advertise. We don't sell directly. We don't, we just advertise. And which is the easy thing about this business is, you can grab content from anywhere else in the world, from what you do in the morning or whatever, put a little quote on it, send it out there, and then someone will see it, will be like, wow, well, this is great, I want to know what this, boom, they'll hit it, they'll buy in, just like that. This business working for you.
I'd like
Sorry.
to I'd like to introduce Tito as one of my most successful business partners in this whole entire business. And he's boomed to the top really quick and made literally 60K in just a couple of months, which he blew everybody's mind. And he was on masterminds and saying, how did you get so much money? How did you succeed so quick? And he had a drive. And the drive was to get away from construction. Okay? And now he's away from construction and he's living in Barcelona in his land that he literally put under his name, paid off. So many things are going incredible for you. And anybody that doubts this business or feels that this doesn't work, honestly, you haven't you haven't found the right business, or you haven't seen what we're doing. You don't know the product, you don't know the system. This business works as long as you put your time and effort into it and have a positive mindset is key to succeeding above and beyond in anything that you do, because if you say it's not going to work, then it's not going to work. Your energy is not going to attract those buyers, and then you're simply not going to, all your efforts are just going to go down. Like, you have to put your good mindset into it and believe in yourself, believe in the business, believe in the business plan. So I'm going to introduce myself now. I'm Georgia Williams. I'm a president and CEO and coach. I started this business about 4.5 years ago, and I seen somebody talking about this on Facebook, somebody that I knew in Kamloops. And I was like really interested because I knew this person and I felt that I could trust them. And if they're doing this, and they're a car sales associate, I was like, okay, if they're doing this, I can do this. I don't I don't see a problem with me starting this because I did not have much education. I only had a seventh grade education. So right away I jumped on it. And as soon as I seen the product, as soon as I seen the commissions, as soon as I seen everything, I was like, why haven't I found this before? Why didn't I come across this before? And then I literally started. So here is my journey to starting. This is how you're going to hear, and this is what I decided to talk about today. This is how you're going to see what you have to do. So this is my journey from start to finish. Well, to start to where I am right now. Ahora, from start to now. Um, and what I did in the business. Guys, give him some of that. These are my babies. They're on the beach. We're hanging out. There's people partying behind us. Sorry if it's a little loud. Okay, so when I started this business, I watched a free workshop, number one. And we're going to offer you that free workshop. We're going to tell you all about it, and we're going to send you the link as soon as we're done here. Then number two, after I watched a free workshop, I signed up. I was like, okay, I'm signing up. Okay, I paid the little fee. I signed up. After that, I got my 2 hours of pre-coaching call videos. Those videos talked about the products, the company, revealed the company, said how much you're going to be making, how you're going to make it, even testimonies on the products, everything. I was like, boom, 6 gold seals of quality. Wow, you can make, literally at the time was 1.2K a sale. Oh, my drink. I love you. You want to say hi? It's Tito on there.
I know.
You know. Say hi. Sorry about that. My internet went off. So, and at the time, I know it was 1.2K a sale. So I knew right away, I'm like, I have to start this business. So I booked my
This internet being in the beach, it's not that good, eh? We're gonna get better computers for the beach. Stay
so
tuned.
sorry, so sorry. Can you still hear me? You can hear me now? Okay. So I had my coaching call with Helena, and then after that, I literally boomed to the top. I started this business, and I started to work on my business an hour or 2 hours a night. Sometimes every other night. I had my twins; they were 2 years old at the time. So whatever time I put into the business, it was very, um, it was very hard for me because my kids were small and I didn't have no time on my hands. So, and then I started to get leads, and then I started to get a buyer, and I got my first paycheck. It was $160, and then I earned 1,200, and then I earned 1,300, and then I just started rolling in, and I start writing my dreams down on the paper, what I wanted, and to make 21,000 in 1 month, and that's what I did. As I went through the training, I literally learned how to create ads on Facebook, how to create content on Canva, a free little website that you go to. Okay, I learned how to advertise in the online world where I didn't know that before. I learned how to make money online with our products. I learned how to get free buyers also, how to do free ads. And I learned this all from our training, and I went through it step by step. I didn't bother people. I have to admit, I didn't want to bother my coaches or mentors, which I should have, because they, afterwards, when I wasn't so shy, they helped me to create such a big empire. And so literally all you have to do is advertise. All you have to do is create an ad, and put it in the online world, whether it's free or paid. Paid ads will run for you ongoing. Free ads, you'll have to keep posting. Okay? Did you want to say anything, Tito?
No, no. I mean, well, you kind of said it all there. Free ads, paid ads, guys. What she means there is YouTube. YouTube is a great channel for paid ads. Google is a little bit more expensive than YouTube. There's Kijiji. Kijiji is not expensive at all. No matter what you do, what you put in, you'll get double the income out. That's what really happens. But then there's the free ads. Free ads are the ones that are free ads are the ones that you do on Facebook, TikTok, you do on Instagram, you do on platforms that it's it's for people to scroll, and people are going to be scrolling. They're going to be seeing your ad just right there, boom, pop up. I'll be like, oh, maybe I'm interested about this. Maybe I'll be working for this. But yeah, hi, Jasmine. Hey, I was just finishing. So now that we got you here, why don't you tell us a bit what we do after running a business like this?
Yes, hello. My name is Jasmine Rodriguez, and I live in Houston, Texas, and I'm originally from Mexico, Veracruz. Sorry, my kid is just making noise, honey. Um, so when I started this business, what did I needed to do, right? So main thing. I had to start following the training, right? So that's one things to get to know um, how this business works, and I'm glad that we have this step-by-step training because um, I remember at the very beginning talking to Georgia and telling her, Georgia's my mentor and my coach. Um, I was a bit scared at the beginning because I was like, I'm not a tech savvy person. I know how to, of course, right, manage a computer a little bit, but I'm like related to this business. I had no knowledge at all, but I feel pretty confident knowing that I had a step-by-step training that I could follow, plus the mentor, my mentor, my coach, and plus a global community that I could count with when I needed help. So main thing, follow the training little by little. And then, once to the point that I learned to the point where, how to set an ad and run it and just let it work, right? So the beauty of this business is that once we set an ad, and I mean, it's like this is just working in the background while I'm enjoying life with my family. Like it was so nice. Like recently, I just went to vacation with my family, and I had the freedom to know that uh, the peace of mind. I will say it this way, knowing that my business is working in the background while I still, can do my daily life stuff, my enjoying my time with my family. But the main thing, right, is follow the training. Um, don't skip any of the steps. That's one thing I know for sure, right? And stay plugged in. I understand now how important is to stay plugged in because there's so many new things that also get updated with the training. We also have some um, what should I call them, like meetings, masterminds, which, we get informed about the new things going out there with all these social platforms and everything, and getting to know. I mean, when we communicate, when we stay plugged in, we're learning from each other, we're helping each other, just to, succeed in this business. So that's one of the main things, that I believe is important to do once we come and join this business. And of course, once you start your business, the business starts speaking for itself. And of course, when you have something so nice and good like this, you want to communicate with everybody, right? So that's another, I mean, it's an option, right? That if we want to talk to people about it. At the beginning, I stayed a little quiet, but later on, because I started publishing on Facebook, Instagram, I started being asked, what is this business about? My family members came to me asking me, what is this? That sounds so good, right? And this, the business speaks also for itself. So, but main thing, stay plugged in, follow the training, and don't be shy. I feel, with this business, of course, you don't have to come live or like show your face if you don't want to. But at the same time, people also wants to know who you are. People wants to know if this business legit. And I know that also joining these talks are very important because people get to know us and they get to see what the business is about. But yes, so going back to you, Ciro.
Well, thank you very much. Looks like I'm taking host now.
Oh,
Yes. Oh me. That's okay. Don't worry. I'm getting better. I mean, you see, with this business also, if you are a kind of shy person and you don't like to, do events and be the host and stuff, you actually get pretty good. You actually get pretty comfortable under the camera. You actually get pretty comfortable under yourself. You actually get, you advance in yourself and you become smarter. I would say maybe work smarter, not harder. Yeah, right. So, yeah. Coach, the internet's not very good.
I can hear Jasmine better than you. So I think maybe your internet's not as good as me.
Okay.
Right,
All
Jasmine?
right. Well, I can
yes.
finish. I needed to do something here because I'm at my land right now, and it's such a big land right now, and a tree fell. Um, it didn't fall in the house or whatever, right? But it fell right in front of our house. So there's a lot of branches and stuff to be moved. So I'm probably gonna head out. But I wanted to say something before I head out. Here's one thing, okay? If you guys are willing to start an online business like this, close your ears to the rest. Okay, because people are gonna spit at you. And I don't mean spit at you. They're gonna try to bring you down to where they feel that they tried in life to do something and they never could. So keep constant of what you're doing. This is real. Look, you can see that I'm real. I'm a real person here. Okay, this business is real. Pinch yourself if you don't think you're a real person, right? It's not too good to be true. I'm in Spain. I quit my job, quit construction. Whoever wants to quit construction, you can do that too. Check out the free workshop there, guys. And all little windows here. I'm gonna leave. Okay, I'll leave these two ladies here. Have a little bit of conversation with you guys. Let you know about the business. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the other side. Okay, just keep it up, keep your head up, and that's how you're gonna make it.
Bye,
Okay.
Ciro.
Just keep it up, keep your head up, and that's how you're gonna make it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Bye.
Take care. Take care, coach.
Bye.
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 Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I guess his internet was messing up a little because he's in the lower part. He's like really out on the suburbs of Barcelona. And I know the internet's not good there. I was there before with his mom. So, yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit of something in Spanish? Hasmin, I have a lot of people watching me from Spain, from Colombia, from all over the world. Some are living in Canada and US, and maybe their English is not the best. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the business and what exactly you have to do when you start this business? And maybe you can speak a little bit in Spanish for us.
Of course. Claro que sí, con gusto, coach. Buenas tardes, buenas noches o buenos días de cualquier parte del mundo que se encuentren. Mi nombre es Jazmín Rodríguez y quiero en este momento mencionarles cuáles son una de las cosas o qué es lo que tenemos que hacer cuando empezamos este negocio, ¿verdad? Soy mamá, tengo 2 niños, vivo en Houston, Texas, soy originaria de México, Veracruz. Y cuando esta oportunidad de negocio llegó a mi puerta, lo voy a decir de esa manera, por supuesto, antes de dar el paso y venir a ser parte, a obtener este negocio, yo pues primeramente hice mis investigaciones porque quería estar segura de que era esto algo legítimo, con eso de que hoy en día tenemos que estar muy alertas y cuidadosos con lo que se ofrece en línea, ¿correcto? Pero yo les puedo decir que cuando a mí se me dijo, para empezar este negocio, lo más importante y lo más básico que necesites, primeramente, las ganas de querer salir adelante. Segundo, con que tengas un teléfono, una computadora y una conexión de internet. Eso es lo primordial, porque este negocio está basado en que tengamos esta manera de comunicación. Y bueno, ya una vez de que vemos el free workshop y damos el paso 2 para conocer más a profundidad el negocio y decidimos, ¿verdad?, ser ser dueños de nuestro propio negocio, entonces se nos provee un entrenamiento paso a paso, el cual es altamente recomendado que lo sigamos sin saltarnos ninguna parte, porque todas las partes del entrenamiento son importantes. Así que prácticamente a través del entrenamiento se nos va a ir enseñando a cómo trabajar en línea, se nos va a enseñar a cómo comunicarnos, se nos va a enseñar cómo establecer a nuestras páginas en las plataformas sociales. Y pienso que aquí lo más importante es que cada uno tomarnos ese tiempo, primeramente, ¿verdad? Yo sé que muchos somos mamás, algunos otros son padres de familia. Como en mi caso, cuando yo llegué a este negocio, yo todavía hasta la fecha estoy trabajando, pienso que es importante hacer un horario para poderle dedicar tiempo al negocio. No tiene que estar 8 horas exactamente como un trabajo regular, pero sí dedicarle unas 2, 3 horas al día y enfocarse en el entrenamiento. También es importante que tengamos comunicación con nuestro mentor. Si tenemos preguntas, vamos a tener un mentor, quien nos introdujo al negocio, y también tenemos una coach. En este caso, Coach Georgia tiene muchas personas que hablan español, se referirían a ella o se referirían a mí o con quien fueron introducidos en el negocio, pero siempre van a tener ayuda. Eso es lo importante, mantener la comunicación, seguir el entrenamiento y tener las ganas de salir adelante, porque con este negocio se puede hacer. Y va a llegar un punto donde van a poder ya establecer sus propios anuncios, y ya una vez que tengamos los anuncios corriendo en cualquier plataforma que cualquiera escoja, entonces ya habrá más libertad de disfrutar ese tiempo con la familia, y el negocio estará trabajando en la parte de atrás, simple y cuando, porque tenemos un sistema que trabaja las 24 horas para nosotros. Así que es importante que revisemos también nuestra mensajería. Todo eso se nos va a ayudar a establecer con este negocio, porque se nos va a proveer también una página, una website donde anunciaremos el negocio, y de esa manera, pues, ¿verdad?, estaremos atrayendo a los clientes y estaremos trabajando. Pero lo más bonito de este negocio es que podemos manejarlo desde la comodidad de nuestra casa, podemos escoger el horario que queramos. Las que somos mamás como yo, necesitamos tiempo también para nuestros hijos. Pero lo bonito es que Georgia lo ha dicho, cuando sus niños se van a dormir, ella trabaja. Yo de la misma manera lo hago, o muy temprano en la mañana o a la conveniencia de cualquier hora en el día. Pero es así de fácil. Simplemente tenemos que tener las ganas, el deseo de salir de esa rutina, ¿verdad? Muchos están cansados y he hablado yo con varias personas que quisieran ya no trabajar por largas horas. Algunos trabajan 12 horas, 10 horas, están fuera de casa, no pueden disfrutar el tiempo con sus hijos, con su familia. Este negocio provee esa libertad. Así que los invito a todos los que están interesados. A mí me tomó un tiempo para tomar mi decisión y yo creo que todos tenemos, ¿verdad? Tenemos esa oportunidad y pues qué bonito que podamos tener esa libertad de poder disfrutar con nuestra familia, de poder trabajar desde casa. Yo creo que sería lo mejor para todos en algún momento, si así lo han deseado. Y esta es una oportunidad, esta es una gran oportunidad con este negocio. Esa oportunidad puede ser posible. Así que los invito a que sean parte de este gran negocio del cual también yo soy parte. Y bueno, de regreso contigo, Coach Georgia.
Thank you, beautiful. God bless you. From what I understood, you explained that very well. I know that you're more comfortable speaking in Spanish about the business. I could see that.
Yes.
You know, there's so many people also that want to watch the workshop in Spanish. We have a webinar available in Spanish. Can you please explain to everyone in Spanish that
Yes.
we have a webinar, the workshop? If they can go to the website, our links above, or reach out to us, tell them to reach out to us, and we will send them the Spanish version of our workshop that will explain everything about the business so they can start.
Of course, of course. Ok. También, ¿verdad? Les dejamos saber que el workshop que tenemos, el video informativo de este negocio, no está, lo tenemos en español. So, quien esté interesado, ¿verdad? Ustedes nada más seleccionen nuestras páginas que van a estar, ¿verdad? Seleccionen nuestra website que va a estar en la página o contáctense directamente con nosotros, con Coach Georgia, conmigo o cualquier otro mentor que tengan. Y nosotros les enviaremos ese video informacional en español. Lo tenemos en español. Así que no miremos que el lenguaje pueda ser un obstáculo. Al principio yo también pensé que tal vez el lenguaje podría ser un obstáculo porque mi primer lenguaje es el español. Yo también hablo el inglés, pero no al 100%. Pero aquí estoy. Me di cuenta cuando fui al entrenamiento, cuando seguí el video, cuando me di cuenta que había una comunidad de habla español. Eso para mí también fue algo que me motivó, porque yo sé que si por algún momento por el lenguaje no podía entender algo, sé que me podía comunicar con alguien en español. Y así como yo, hay muchas otras personas que también pueden dirigirlos, ayudarlos, guiarlos en el idioma de español. Así que si ustedes se animan y quieren más información, déjenos saber que nosotros les proveeremos el video informacional en español. Ok, Coach Georgia.
So yeah, it's getting dark here, and I'm gonna let everybody go because my children are going all over. But give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
It's all right. Pero sí, como les decía hace un momento, todos pueden tomar ventaja de esta gran oportunidad. Como les digo, lo importante es tener el deseo de seguir de un cambio y esta es una gran oportunidad.
Sorry, yeah, they're on this big chair here.
Wow! All of a sudden, the light just went. Oh, look at them!
But you know what? It's beautiful here. It's beautiful, Mikey. You have to watch them right now. Stay with Mikey, okay? Sorry about that. But
No,
yeah,
it's-
I just sorry, it's because I'm walking now.
I
But
see.
yeah, I wanted to invite everybody to our free workshop, and it doesn't matter where you come from.
La conexión no está funcionando. Can you hear me, Coach? I lost you here. Coach. Oh, está tratando de conectarse. Pero nuevamente, como lo estaba diciendo hace un momento nuestra entrenadora, Coach Georgia, cualquiera que está interesado en este negocio, no importa de qué parte del mundo seamos, aquí este negocio lo conforma una comunidad global. Tenemos personas de toda parte del mundo y es más, nuestro entrenamiento también puede ser traducido al lenguaje con el cual mejor se puedan relacionar, obviamente. Yo también puedo traducir el entrenamiento al español. Y como les decía, contamos con una comunidad donde tenemos esa asistencia, esa ayuda, cualquier pregunta que tengamos. Siempre tenemos ese soporte. Tenemos, como les decía, alguna inquietud, alguna pregunta, siempre pueden referirse a su mentor o en este caso, si llegara a ser Coach Georgia quien los dirija también en este negocio, con ella también puede haber comunicación. Okay, Coach Georgia, we have you back.
Sorry about that. I guess soon as I walked, my internet got bad. But yeah, so I just wanted to invite everybody to our free workshop, and yeah, we're living the dream. We're here at the beach, and I took my kids here, and I decided that the show must go on, and I do these shows every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays to show people how we help them earn online. But the real show is the workshop. The workshop is where you want to go to watch everything that you need to get started. And I hosted that workshop too. You'll see me on there when you watch the replay. So if you see any links above here, add your name and your email, and you'll be taken right away to the free workshop. And then when you're done,
Okay, connection again is not so good. So as Coach Georgia was saying,